It's early morning, 5 a.m. Have not even made my coffee yet. And you're going to have to excuse the quality of this recording because I'm doing it from my phone. I don't want to move to my office and set up my whole podcast recording mic because I want to capture this right now. I feel like if I wait, I'm going to lose the feeling, and the feeling is the whole point. So I recorded my weekly episode of The Bet Sunday evening, last night, the episode that was right before this one, the one where my future self took over the mic. And honestly, after doing that, just doing that, I felt lighter than I'd felt all week. Because how could you not when you let that version of yourself show up and carry some of the weight that's been weighing you down, even if just for a little while? But I still went to bed last night with this little quiet hum of uncertainty. Like, am I really supposed to keep doing this? Am I on the right track here? And then I woke up this morning, checked my messages, and there was a voice note from a woman, not give her full name, but Stacey, I'm talking to you. And she's also a coach. She's out there building her own thing, and she's been listening to The Bet. She found it a little while back, and she started from the beginning, and she's been binging it. That's what she said in her message. So currently she's on, I think, week 9 or 10, which means she's in the part where I'm still figuring out what to do with Memo. I'm still debating my mastermind. I'm still in a completely different headspace than where I am right now. And she has no idea what's coming. She has no idea how the human design deep dive turned out. That's what she was messaging me about. And how that cracked open the whole one-on-one coaching pivot and the path I'm on now. Any connection to that, she doesn't know. She's just there, walking to the gym, listening to The Bet. And she took the time to send me a message about it. She definitely has no idea about last night. There's no way she can know that because nobody's heard that yet. And I recorded that episode about not being sure that any of this matters. And then the timing of this, like, it cannot be fabricated. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring next to me right now. So Sunday night, I'm sitting at the mic and I decided to let my future self coach me through one of the hardest weeks I've had in this experiment. And the whole time, sitting in my Instagram inbox unopened was Stacey's voice note, sent that very same day. The thing I needed was already there. I just hadn't received it yet. And I think it's because I had to show up first. I had to do the hard thing first. I had to sit down and record an episode I didn't want to record and go to bed still not fully sure and wake up and decide to believe it all again over and over and over and over. And then I received that message. That's the order. You don't get the proof of what you want, what you're working for first, and then you get to show up after that. You show up first, and then the proof arrives. And you truly never know what's waiting for you on the other side of something. That's what I keep learning over and over and over in this experiment. You never know. You never know what could be lying ahead in the very next minute. You never know what could be sitting in your inbox right now. You never know when your phone is going to ring and who's on the other side of that. You just never know. You don't know who pressed play on your podcast today. You never know which act of showing up in the energy of who you are, which of those acts is going to be the one that changes something. And not just for you, but for the person on the receiving end, who you have never even met and you may never meet. So here I am, getting emotional. It's 5 a.m. I've got tears literally running down my face right now because a woman I've never met was listening to my voice and it meant something to her. And she has no idea what that did for me. She doesn't even know that she is my oxygen this morning. Here's what really landed when I listened to her message. I have been chasing this idea of building a multi-million-dollar business. That was the whole bet. Energy over strategy. Let's build something massive. And I have been tying that number to meaning, the way we all do. We assign a metric as the measure of what we're doing. Like the $1 million is what success represents, is what success feels like. But this feeling right now, 5 a.m., dog sitting next to me, snortling along. And by the way, in her message, her dogs were playing in the background of her voice note. So I thought that was funny. This is what the $1 million was supposed to bring me. This, what's happening right in this moment. This is what it has always really represented for me. Not the money, the impact. And more than impact even, it's just the knowing that someone I've never met is also out there doing her thing. She's doing her thing too. And that brings me comfort that money never could. Something I created got to walk with her on her way to the gym. I already have that. I just couldn't see it because I don't know how to measure that. And I think about last week, how I spiraled over a Substack with 2,000 subscribers while I'm sitting here with 40 in mine, and how that number tried to tell me a story in less than 5 seconds. I had a whole story made up about it. And now I'm sitting here realizing that Stacey, she didn't even find me through Substack. She found me through this podcast. And she's only 9 weeks deep. And she took the time to tell me about it. When I was recording this last night, I said that I was okay with my hockey stick staying flat. I don't really like that metaphor, but we're sticking with it for now. That I'd be okay if my whole purpose was to help other people's hockey sticks shoot up while mine just stayed flat if it wanted to. And I meant that. But I want to add something else to it this morning. I get inspired and excited and feel alive when I think about hockey sticks shooting up everywhere around me, from women like Stacey, who are out there building and grinding and showing up to the gym and pressing play on a podcast from a woman they've never even met. I want to be fuel for that. Fuel. And that's a different kind of business than the one I thought I was building. That has nothing to do with $1 million revenue goal. That's $1 million impact goal. And maybe those end up being the same thing. I don't know. But I know which one I actually care about now. And it's not the one with the dollar sign. So, Stacey, if you make it this far in the episodes, and I hope you don't get bored in the messy middle part and quit on me, you need to know something. You sent that voice note on the exact day I needed it. You are the energetic proof that this experiment is working, even if the numbers are trying to tell me a different story. And the fact that you're out there doing your thing, building your dream, walking to the gym with my voice in your ears, that's all I need. Knowing I'm not the only one out here built like this. Knowing that I'm not in some vacuum creating things for my own curiosity. That there are actual humans on the other end of this mic who are in it too. You never know what's on the other side of the thing you don't want to do. I did not want to record last night, and then the other side of that recording was this morning. This message, this feeling, this reality. And I'm sure if I had heard that message yesterday, I don't know that it would have had the same impact. I don't know. We'll never know now because that's not how it happened. So I've already decided this week is going to be fantastic. I'm calling it right now. The week is going to be full of wins, full of showing up, full of the kind of energy that you just injected into my morning, Stacey. So thank you. Sending you so much love. Now go crush that workout and go bet on yourself.